Okay, yeah.
And that's what they use on sports cars. And so it's made out of that. And the keyboard still lights up like a MacBook.
Not bad.
And it was $199, and he took $100 off it. He's like, don't worry about it.
Awesome.
Yeah, so if you like the next podcast, I'll bring it by.
Yeah, man.
Play with it, do whatever. I'm installing Office on it right now, but if you like, the pen's really good because you hit it once.
Mm-hmm.
That brings up OneNote, so you can take notes and stuff like that.
Oh, no way.
You double click it, it'll take a screenshot, and you can edit the screenshot.
So it's a good, handy, like, intuitive device.
Yeah. And also you can, like, if you're making Word documents or whatever, you can, if you have to sign off on documents, you can actually sign off with your pen.
Oh, no way.
So the digital ink is fantastic.
That's a big one because, like, with Photoshop it's good, but at the same time that's in Photoshop. Yeah. And Painter is good, but that's in Painter.
That's in Painter, yeah.
But like once you move out into your into the real world, the ecosystem of the tablet, then it has to be as good, right?
Yeah, and the thing about the iPad Pro is that that was the iPad's reasoning for making it is to go up
to compete with the Surface. Yeah.
The only problem is that it doesn't include the pen.
Yeah.
The pen itself is that they're charging
$130.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the keyboard is that, and it doesn't and the stand doesn't flex properly. It doesn't go to you have to set it in one specific position, right?
And that's it.
With the Surface, you can put it any position you want.
Now, when you move the Surface around, does it alter the orientation of the screen at all, or can you lock orientation?
You can lock it.
That's good.
And you can switch from tablet mode to PC mode.
To PC mode.
Yeah, so it'll do it for you. You just select do you want to set it, or you can do it automatically.
Yeah.
And what else? The pen is it's magnetic, so it just sticks on the side of the.
Oh wow! So it'll just clip onto the end of the screen there, and you're good to go. You don't lose it.
Yeah, it's really good. And the detachable keyboards are actually really, really good. You can actually get some work done on them.
Yeah, they look very tactile.
Yeah, exactly.
As opposed to the Apple ones, which feel like it's almost like you're on a. I can't type on a screen.
Yeah, it's kind of like.
And that's what the Apple ones seem like.
It feels like it's I don't know. They're like push button.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I like about the keys are separated perfectly
on the Surface.
On the Surface,
yeah.
The pressure points on them are really, really good. It feels intuitive when you're typing on it.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah,
it's got to feel like a keyboard.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it doesn't run it doesn't run Windows Mobile. It runs full Windows 10.
That's a big one.
Yeah, so you can install everything you want on it.
That's cool.
So yeah, and plus it takes pictures like a tablet if you want to do that.
Yeah, if you're one of those guys, Japanese tourists.
Exactly. If you want, if that's your prerogative, you can definitely do that. But
using a fancy word.
Yeah. So, yeah. So I was the first guy to actually really go get into Apple.
Yeah.
But I like where Microsoft is heading right now.
I like them both. Yeah. I always have.
Yeah.
I mean, they both have their niche that they're really good at. Apple is super idiot proof and jacked. Like they used to be so powerful. At Backside Attack, should mention.
Yes,
Raj Sangha here today with us. And the Apples I find are really good for certain things, for really powerful machines. But for just whatever you want to do with a Mac with a PC, you can do. Yeah. Like whatever you want to install, there's no issue that I'm going to run into problems here. Is it PC or is it Mac? Right?
Yeah, exactly.
I found Adobe runs so much better on a PC. I know guys love Macs and Photoshop and whatnot, but I've just found Premiere Pro especially runs really. Just so smooth on a PC.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's I think that's the word for it, is that Macs are very idiot proof because this is Microsoft's kind of first foray into building the software and the hardware together.
Yeah.
Whereas Mac has been doing that for a long time.
And
it's I would put it together with Porsches, for example, right? Porsche stuck to the idea of putting the engine at the very back of the car.
Yes.
Now that's unheard of now. Everyone's either mid-engined or muscle car will have it in the front engine, right?
Yep.
But Porsche throughout for 60 years
they're just sticking to it.
Refining it. Now it's considered Porsches are some of the best sports cars in the world.
Yeah. I mean, it's the gold standard for them. Their balancing is better. Everything they want to do with that build. Yeah. They know how to do that build.
Exactly. So
Fiat can't roll up and mimic a Porsche. And then you go buy a Fiat and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, man. This doesn't feel like a Porsche.
Yeah, exactly.
What'd you think, man?
Yeah.
100 years of innovation compared to you decided last week to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I think that's what and Microsoft is slowly, this is their first kind of way of doing it.
Yeah.
And they start with the Surface. That was okay. Everyone's like, okay, this is kind of weird, but we can see where they're going here. Surface 2, 3, now the 4. 4, they finally got it right.
The Surface was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember playing around with it and thinking this is just it's not going to go. It's a flash in the pan. It's a Zune. When the Zune came out, you're exactly. Oh, the Zune's going to compete? No, it's not. No. It's garbage.
Yeah.
And then, man, they stuck to it, and they didn't just stick to it, but they refined the hell out of that machine.
Exactly.
Yeah, now it's really good. The 4 is a tablet that will replace your desktop.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, for most people.
Yeah, if you go on Microsoft.ca, it'll show the most helpful review,
Mm-hmm.
and that's my review.
Yeah.
And I wrote that a year ago.
Oh wow.
And that was when I was on the fence about which one to buy.
Yeah.
And I stuck with I ended up taking the MacBook because I thought maybe because I have an iPhone, stay in that. I have Apple TV, maybe stay in that environment.
Yeah.
But after a year, I'm like, you know what? If you want to get work done as a professional, or
true.
If you want to get that stuff done, I find that Windows is better. Like, it takes a while once you get out of Mac and you're in that uncomfortable zone of like where you have to actually do stuff for yourself.
Yeah.
Like the computer's not going to do everything for you.
It doesn't just solve its own problems.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's what I like about it, and I think Microsoft now is. I like where Microsoft is heading now. Me personally, anyway.
No, I totally agree. Like, I mean, they're doing a lot more work now, especially with their own machines, their own phones. They're trying to, right? They bought Nokia out completely, or Lenovo.
Nokia, but that was they got rid of the brand.
The brand is dead.
It's dead. They wrote it off. I think it was almost $1 billion write-off.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken. I hope
that was huge too, because they were making some really impressive devices that cost a lot of money.
Yeah, they still have the Lumia phones.
Mm-hmm.
So those are good phones. But just everyone's like either you get a Samsung or an iPhone.
Yeah.
Now, right?
Yeah.
But now there's rumors that there's going to be a Surface phone.
Yeah, I could see it.
Yeah.
I mean, now they've got that build is now refined to where they can bank on it.
Yeah, that line is established now, right?
That's exactly it. The line is now established.
Yeah. So and they said that they might not put Windows Mobile on there. They might go with Android.
Really?
Yeah, but
that's a big step.
That's huge. Yeah. And but they said the specs on it though.
Mm-hmm.
They could blow every phone out of the water.
Really, which isn't that tough when you think about it. I mean, as long as you're running a 64-bit architecture, and you've got 4 gigs of RAM,
exactly.
Really, like whatever you've got isn't going to be able to like chug along too hard with what's out there right now for a phone. Yeah, so it should be pretty good.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think the thing with Microsoft is that they know that they're swinging for the fences now, especially with now they're you can see that the tide of the battle like kind of shifting.
The allure of Apple is gone.
I think. Especially with Steve Jobs, it's more like of a, for lack of a better word, I would say it's more of a corporate culture rather than a.
The mystique of one guy running the show, and the one more thing guy, like that's gone now. Yeah, Tim Cook doesn't have that.
He doesn't have that. He doesn't have that like kind of guru kind of. I'm not sure if that's the right word.
No, I think it is. I think it is. Yeah,
and he doesn't have that to him. It just seems to me like he's just a business guy.
Yeah, he's a business guy putting on a Steve Jobs suit.
Pretty much,
and coming in to be like, no, it's all cool. I'm hip.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a word, right, guys?
Yeah,
hip.
Yeah,
it's like, no, man.
Does that work? Yeah,
does that work?
The awkward the guy at the office.
Yeah.
And
did you ever watch The Office?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's who is Ed Helms? Andy.
Yeah, Andy.
He's Andy.
He's Andy.
Exactly. he's not the boss, but he's trying so hard.
Yeah, exactly.
And the team likes him, so they kind of let him go up there and do his thing. But meanwhile, it's like, God, I wish Steve.
Yeah, and the other thing is, I have no problem against him at all.
Not at all.
But
we don't know the guy.
Yeah, but he's not a visionary. He's a businessman.
Yeah, he's a businessman.
And so a lot of stuff that Steve Jobs didn't want in Apple products.
Oh yeah, it's here now.
Yeah, it's here now.
The bigger phones, the bigger iPad, like right now you've got so many redundant devices within that lineup. Like even the MacBook now.
Yeah. Where
you had the Air, but the MacBook is up now, which is the same as the Air but fatter.
Yeah.
Now multiple colors.
Yeah.
I mean, even the processors, I think they're all running the M's instead of the I series.
Yeah, I that's the thing too. I don't, and the thing that I think, I'm not sure if I read this completely, but they're saying that they could get rid of the MacBook Air.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
I mean, you've deliberately phased it out with the MacBook, and it's not a great device anyway. It's a tablet with a keyboard, with a function keyboard.
Yeah,
and no touchscreen.
Yeah, I think the MacBook Air for Apple, it's the most bottom line laptop.
Yes.
And so you pay for the lightness, like you can put it inside of a manila envelope. You can just like, you can really like, it's really thin. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But for me personally, if I want to get like a proper laptop, I'd spend the extra money to get a MacBook.
Get a real one. Get a real Mac. Yep.
I would anyway.
The Air I've always felt was really good as a gift for your mom when she's going traveling.
Mm-hmm.
Like if she's going to go on a little cruise or whatnot, it's a light machine to take. It's not going to take a lot of space up. But if you want a real laptop, a working machine that you can do work with, you can't do jack shit with that thing. And I found like a couple buddies of mine in real estate and whatnot too complain that when you put in programs that you need I don't know what they're using, but there are certain programs that you know of as well that are subscription based. That will only work with certain areas or certain levels of software. So if you're using like say like Mountain Lion, you're not going to run that software unless you get Yosemite. Yeah. Like you need Yosemite because that machine only recognizes it. It'll tell you, you're not running Yosemite. I'm shut my shit down. You're like, really? Wow. So now you're not going to work for me. As a realtor, I need you to work. But now that I upgrade, my machine isn't strong enough to run Yosemite, so I'm hooped. Yeah. Yeah, like you were right. Like there's they both have their strengths and weaknesses. But I don't know. I just feel like I think for Apple, like Apple has nowhere to go but down now. Yeah. And Microsoft has nowhere to go but up. Yep. And that's a great point. Yeah, and I think and you're seeing that with Xbox. Xbox is doing so like obviously like Sony's in the lead with for PlayStation 4. But you're seeing the rise of Xbox now, like the Xbox One S and all that stuff. It's crazy. When the Xbox came out, like the first Xbox, I was still like a Super Nintendo guy. Like I hadn't moved on yet. I didn't really get into the gaming market. You don't really have to. If you have a Super Nintendo, to this day, I still play Super Nintendo. It's a great machine. It had everything you needed on it. It has everything. But I never really moved on. Like I was there until like PS2, and then I jumped into the PlayStation world. Yeah. And I got into there. But then I always kind of looked at the Xbox, like, it's shutting down a lot. Guys bitch about it nonstop. Like it's just going to become a brick sooner or later. And it had all these little issues and whatnot. I just never got along with it. Yeah. I never got onto the Xbox One. But then I got the controller when I was doing Steam gaming. And that thing right there? The little guy here, yeah. And god damn, like I don't want to like it, but I love it. Oh, yeah. Like it's such a well-mapped controller. Yeah. And it feels good in the hand. To where now I'm thinking to myself, like, I might go look at an Xbox One S. I mean, the controller won me over. And now that they're giving you things like paint-infused controllers, you can, like, custom make online. Oh, an Xbox Lab. Oh, yeah. The new Xbox Lab? Yeah. Is it the Lab? It's the Lab, yeah. Man, like, they're really aiming to help you out as a consumer and not charge you an arm and a leg. Yeah. Considering, like, they're, like, really publicized fuck-up with the backwards compatibility and digital rights management, the DRMs, and not being able to trade games with your friends. Yeah, and how Sony had that one ad. It's like here's how you trade games with PlayStation. It's like, here you go. And the guy just took it. And he's like, oh, all right, there you are. Oh yeah, then you have Xbox fanboys who are just like, now that Sony's taking the hits now because Sony's like they got hit a lot now because they're having a lot of fuck ups. Yeah, especially with the PS4 Slim. It's not no one's buying it. The Slim isn't selling. Yeah, because the new machine isn't that much more. Not at all. The 4K or the Neo. Yeah, it doesn't cost that much more. Yeah, and the new PS4s don't have 4K Blu-ray players in them. Oh no way! The Xbox One S has a 4K Blu-ray player. Wow, man, that's a huge fail for Sony. I think it is too, and I think because Blu-ray is Sony. So now that you've got them not having it in their own device, that's a huge fuck up. Yeah, I think what's also is that what they're saying that. Oh yeah, we'll do 4K gaming, but and then you can hear all these caveats to it. But we have to render this, and we have to then there's algorithms I have to go figure out. Whatever. Like I'm not a tech junkie when it comes to that kind of stuff. But they said there's all these caveats. But the one thing they don't say is that it runs native 4K. Yeah. Which means like you put it in there, the machine has nothing to do, but you're good to go. No compression, disk in the machine. It'll run. Yeah, exactly. So there's all these caveats, these little quotations they put around there. Like, it'll go do 4K, but it has to do it this way, blah, blah. So it's not really native 4K. I'm sorry if there's any Sony fanboys listening to this. No, man. I'm not a fanboy. Yeah. I'm just saying what I read. Well, I mean, we've both talked about how we like both devices. Exactly. I mean, not just now, but before this. Yeah. We're fans of them both. We don't root for one over the other. No. I mean, each one has their own games, and each one has their own like proprietary games and whatnot. Yeah, and each one makes each other better because competition is better. Competition makes us win. Yeah. Competition lets us pick and choose what we want. Yeah. But Sony is just, after such a huge hurrah when they came up, and really they waged a perfect propaganda war against Microsoft. And now they're just kind of screwing things up a little bit. Yeah, they are. Like no one stays on top. No one does. Exactly. No one does. It's like I was kind of I liken it to that cocaine high. Like everybody, like when I mean, not that we're cocaine aficionados, but there is that 5-minute high. Yeah. That like you see a guy who takes it and he's just jacked, and we're gonna live forever. We're gonna fucking live forever. And then 3 minutes hits, and they're like, "Why I need more cocaine? Yeah, exactly. I'm coming down." Yeah, you're always doing that, and Sony is almost at that 3-minute mark. Oh yeah, and they're coming up to that 3-minute mark. They need more coke pretty fast. They do, yeah. And the thing is too is that like I'm just wondering where are all the games for Sony. Yeah, where are all the great games? Yeah, like Last Guardian got pushed back again. What a fail. And
Yeah, because remember the tagline is "Greatness awaits." Like, how long do people have to wait?
How long are we waiting for?
Yeah, I saw the stuff on Gran Turismo Sport, that one or whatever that one, the new Gran Turismo.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a very burnouty Gran Turismo, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know what's coming. We don't know. We don't know what it's gonna be because it hasn't shown up yet.
Like, I'll give Xbox this. They are telling you these are the games that are coming out this season and exclusive after exclusive. Yep. You know, they marketed the shit out of like of Battlefield 1.
Yeah.
Their servers are better. The controller is amazing. Like, but everyone, for controller wise, everyone has their own pick, right?
Everybody has like their hands fitting on what they like.
Exactly.
It's like, you know, that the weird science thing. Anything bigger than a handful, you're just gonna spray and thumb.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like everybody wants that one that's gonna fit their hands. Yeah. And whatever, like preference is preference.
Yeah, exactly.
That's up to you, right? Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it's almost like, I don't want gimmicks. I just want you to give me good games with low load times, like fast load times, and they play well with good controls. That's all I've ever wanted out of a game. Mm-hmm. I've never wanted anything more than that. I don't care. Like, that's why I'm excited for the NX.
Yeah, I am.
The
too.
NX, like, it might not have that jacked 4K, everything's rendered in real time, beautiful, run and it will run in Unreal 4. And they say it could even run Unreal 5, and without any real issues. After that, we'll see. We don't know, but 4 for sure. More than likely 5. But it doesn't look absolutely 100% PS4 4K beautiful. But as long as you give me a Zelda game that runs well, that loads fast, and plays beautifully, I'm happy.
Absolutely. That's it. I totally agree. I think what I like what Nintendo's doing is that when you're buying an Xbox or a Sony, you're buying a disc-based system.
Yeah.
And you can get the games on... Barring exclusives, you can get the games on each system. So if you want, like, if you're one of those Call of Duty people, you can play that on both systems. NHL, NBA, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But what I like about of what Nintendo's doing, as they've always done, is that they are going completely left field.
Yeah.
And no one knows what they're doing right now.
No.
Except for the developers.
Well, we were supposed to hear something on the 4th.
Exactly.
And then Google picked that for Pixel.
Yeah,
and then they're like, I guess not.
Yeah, just hold off. And I'll also is that the games are not going to be on optical discs.
Yeah, we're looking at maybe a cartridge now, right?
Which is better because you can like think of like SD discs you can get for your HD camera, for example.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, you're going to get 256. So that's a lot of information on that little ass disc.
Yeah, and Blu-ray discs hold what, 50 gigs?
I think it's like 50 or 47 something.
And then you can double or triple layer them, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
But the loads, but the thing is, those discs have to spin.
It's a physical moving disc. It's like why the what's it called? The original iPod sucked.
Exactly.
If you went for a jog, you found like a block down the road, your iPod isn't working.
Oh yeah, exactly. And you can hear it like that whistling sound or whatever.
The little whir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but Nintendo cartridges, again, Nintendo games always start up immediately.
Quick. Yeah.
And that's
that
Nintendo
Pling.
Yeah.
Boop-boom.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah. So that's what I love about Nintendo's doing. It's
Yeah.
like your games are there, they're immediate, and change it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Why not?
You know, the one thing I've always said for Nintendo is that it doesn't matter what they put out there, there's always way more buzz. Win or lose.
Yeah.
Like when the Wii came out, like, yeah, it was like there's only really one game for the Wii. It was like that Wii Sports.
Yeah, Wii Tennis, yeah.
Whatever it was.
Yeah.
But like everybody played that. If you went to somebody's house and the Wii was there, you played that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and then the Wii U comes out. And yeah, it was weird, but fuck, everybody's all nuts for it for a little while. Weird controller. You played Batman. You're like, oh, I got weird Batman Arkham gear on my controller shit. And now with the NX, you're still talking about it.
Yeah, and speaking of the Wii U, like I have one. I love it. But
it was a pretty fun little device.
I love it. For when you have people over, it's the best party machine.
Yeah.
And I think with the Wii U, I think you can see the love for the Wii U or even for Nintendo in general is because people were angry that it's not as good as they thought it would be.
Yeah.
It's too confusing because like the hatred. People are mad because they love Nintendo so much. They're like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, give us a controller and a system and the games we love.
Now,
that's all we want.
Do you think, had they given you that controller, and like even say it was disc-based and even looked the way it looked, that controller, like a better, say you had a more physical controller, no little
something like this.
screen, something like this, like an Xbox or PS4 controller, and you called that the NX, or you called that the Nintendo Entertainment System, would it have had a different love or appreciation than what the Wii U got? Seems like that was the big thing with my mom. Like when I told her, oh yeah, I'm going to go to Walmart and grab a Wii U, see what we can do at Christmas time, maybe sell this shit on eBay, right? Like, well, we have a Wii. I'm like, well, no, I'm going to get a Wii U. I know you've got a Wii. Like, you've got your little tennis game there, but I'm going to get a Wii U. I'm going to sell this shit on eBay. It's like, yeah, but it's a Wii. Like, there's a Wii sitting upstairs. I'll give you my Wii. I'm like, no, you don't get it. But that generation just didn't understand, right? Like little kids tell their parents, like, I want a Wii U, and next thing you know, they got a Wii. Like, no, we fucking have a Wii, Mom. Like, what the hell? It's
I know. I gave my parents my Xbox One.
Yeah.
The black box. And my dad's like, my dad is like, okay, he doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
Okay, he knows how to like dress himself and shower and go to work. And
I'm probably gonna cut that part out, Dad.
Oh, yeah. And
but he's not a tech guy.
No, he's not. He's like, he can use an iPad, and that's it.
That's it.
And maybe like turn the TV on.
Yes.
So he's not electronically inclined.
Mm-hmm. He can function in the world as a human being.
Yeah.
Okay, because you're like, I can shower and stuff. I'm like,
yeah. As soon as he leaves the house, it's like, all bets are off.
Yeah.
And but the only thing is that he looked at it.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, well, "What is that?" I'm like, "Oh, it's a." He's like, "Look at it." My dad goes, "Is that a Nintendo?"
Yeah.
Because that's video games.
It's
for our
Kleenex.
Parents. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's like you don't ask for a tissue. You're like, I need a Kleenex.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What's he doing? As playing his
exactly
Nintendo.
It. Yeah. My dad's like, "Is that a Nintendo?" Because my dad has literally dragged me away from my Nintendo since I was a kid, like upstairs to eat and stuff like that, right? So, yeah, and when I showed my dad like how it works and where it came, like how my dad's like, "Well, what is this then?" And then I had to sit there and explain to him what it was.
Yeah.
And my dad couldn't believe how far video games have come. Like I was playing Grand Theft Auto 5, and I was playing it in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just laughing his ass off. He's like,
"You can do this?"
Yeah, he's like, "What? You can do that?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You build your own house, you can buy your own helicopter or whatever it is." And my dad's like, he goes, "Holy!" He couldn't even. It didn't even register.
It didn't fathom to him that you could actually live a real world, like a realistic world, within a video game.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know if you're listening to Dan was talking about it in a couple podcasts ago about playing Fallout 4, and how he's getting stuck in this rabbit hole because he's building towns and manning turrets. He's got like citizens that have to like keep watch on his encampment when he's not there. He's like, I'm doing like a friggin' real world in the game. Like I'm not having fun anymore.
Yeah.
Because I'm living a real life within a game, and guys who work for me in the game are fucking morons. I gotta go and shoot this guy. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I gotta go play Fallout and kill somebody. It's like, what?
I know. It feels like work.
Yeah, it's like now you're going to work. It's like we're having fun in the real world, and in the video game world is your job. How weird is that?
Yeah.
That's why I could never get into things like Minecraft. Like Minecraft is just too much work.
I tried it.
Yeah.
And I definitely see the appeal of Minecraft.
Yeah.
But I don't know, maybe just me, because like I like when I play video games, I play them for like half an hour, then I move on to something else. I'm out. And but Minecraft, I can see why Microsoft paid like $2 point whatever billion
dollars. Oh, it was a ton of money. Yeah.
And
it was a lot of cash.
Because everyone plays it.
Yeah, I think Minecraft's one of those things where like when you see a kid play it and you realize that is the game he's growing up with.
Yeah.
Like, because kids learn so quick. I mean, so they get into it, and right away they're like, oh, I can do this and this and this and this. Okay, I'm good. I'll figure it out. And as they go, they kind of grow with the game.
Yeah.
And the game has been around for like 5 years now, I think, right? So it's kind of growing with these kids a little bit. But fuck, I could not get into it. Like, it was just like the second I realized, I'm like, I gotta break how many stones to make this axe? Screw it.
Yeah.
Just put in Street Fighter and just smash Zangief for a little bit.
Yeah. For me, it's like, the one game I love playing is when if I have nothing to do. I'm not sure how many listeners will know this game, but like, do you remember playing Shadow Warrior?
Shadow Warrior, shit, no.
It's like Duke Nukem basically.
Well, there you go.
Same engine.
Yeah, same thing, right?
But it's with this. The character's name is Lo Wang, and it's.
God, this seems really? This wasn't a Suda 51 game, was it?
No, it was a DOS based game.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and you can get it on Steam for free. And
all right.
Yeah, and it's all but one-liners.
Review next week.
Yes, review next week, and it's all about, like, it has movie references. It's so crude. It's like if you take out your sword and slash a guy, he'll be like, in the Japanese accent, he said there could be only one.
Oh,
like,
no way.
From Highlander.
Wow.
When you bust out 2 machine guns, he's like, "Thank you, Mr. Wu." And
that's cool, man.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, it appeals to our generation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's one of those DOS games where you play with your friends on 3.6, whatever dial up, and
yeah, I'm gonna have to give this a look at.
If you have Steam, just download for free.
Oh, there you are. Yeah, I've got the Steam here, so I'll have to give that a go.
I would highly recommend it.
Yeah, I'll give that a look. Because I mean, I never got into a whole lot of the first person games. Like I remember it was like Doom and GoldenEye, and that was all great.
Yeah.
But for some reason, like I never really got into like Duke Nukem. Like it just didn't happen. And there were a few games that popped out in the last few years that were great. But when Fallout showed up and it had the ability to do the VAT system and the first person system, like where you were like first person, third person, and RPG all in one, kind of like choose your own adventure. Holy shit, man! That sold me.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think with Fallout, I guess Fallout 4 is going to be moving to VR.
It looks like it, yeah.
Yeah, they are. They when they announced the trailer for Project Scorpio, which is going to be the next Xbox One.
Yeah,
that's going to run true native
true
4K.
VR. Yeah. Oh, 4K
and 4K, like full 4K. and they're gonna make that into VR.
VR is fucked. I don't know if I like VR.
Holy crap!
I mean, I like it and I hate it at the same time.
Well, I was gonna go check it out because
Yeah.
I have to go to the Microsoft store like tomorrow to get the warranty for my laptop. But there's they have an HTC Live VR
There at the store.
at the store that you can try.
That's rough, man.
I know. I want to try it.
Yeah, that's gonna be rough. Because I mean, like, I like the idea of the game in the room, but I'm not against VR, but I just don't want to turn my head to do something. I'm so fucking lazy. Like, it's like the laziest thing you can think of when it comes to like. That's why I don't like VR.
Well, gaming is lazy.
Gaming is lazy.
Gaming is for lazy idiots like
But
us.
like, yeah, that's just it. I want to sit in my chair, relax, lean back, and just zone out for half an hour with the game.
Yeah.
I don't want to be Batman and have to like wonder if the Scarecrow is going to sneak up on me or hear footsteps and be like, who is that? Is that a thug? Then like, how do you fight him? Do you still use a controller? Do you have to like turn your head to dodge, or like what's going on there?
Okay, let me ask you this then: is it are you willing to try something new?
Oh no, absolutely.
Okay.
The trying the new thing isn't an issue for me. Like if it's like a new controller that says, well, like the Wii controller, for instance, right? Or it's like they're gonna be nunchucks over here and just give it a shot. I'm an early adopter. I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
But for some reason, the VR to me seems so intensive. Like, it just seems like I'm going to have to do a lot of things that are unnecessary for me to enjoy the game the way I'd like to enjoy it, right?
Yeah. Oh, no, that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I think VR might not be my thing. Now, who knows? I might try it and be blown away by it, and then I'll never leave it alone.
Yeah, I think early adopters of VR are going to have to pay a heavy price.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's not going to be cheap.
Well, I mean, remember like when LED first came out? Like, not even a real LED. Remember when LED lighting came behind the TV, and TV's like fucking $6,000?
Yeah.
And then you had to tell people, like, you got an LCD with LED lighting. Like, I don't think you know what this is. Don't pay money for it yet. And they're like, no, it's great. It's LED bulbs. Like, you don't even know what you're talking about.
I know, yeah.
You know, people are just shelling out cash for it. Early adopters always eat shit.
Yeah, like I was kind of lucky. I just I bought a 4K TV, but I got the first one that had HDR on it.
Oh, not bad.
And
how do you like that? Not to interrupt your thought, but
no, that's all right. I love 4K is like for clarity.
Yeah.
HDR is for color.
Yeah, for the pop. Yeah.
And I would wait if you're thinking about investing in 4K, just wait because they're already coming down.
Yeah.
You can. I would get one of two brands. I would either get Samsung or I would get LG.
Yeah.
Personally speaking.
Yeah.
Because
I've always been an LG guy.
Then LGs because those are OLED TVs. So I was just talking to my friend at Best Buy. I just came from there, and he was showing me the curved LEDs.
Yeah.
I have curved TV too. I like the way it looks. But the curved LED, mine's a Samsung, but the LG, the blacks make everything.
Blacks make everything.
They do. I swear to God.
It's true though.
It's just so rich.
You have to have true black on your TV, and it's tough. Like when you've got the old LCDs, and you look at it, and like the top bars are gray. Like everybody's shirt is gray. If you have any light on in your room at all, then the TV looks like shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, having a true black on your TV makes all the difference.
It makes all the difference. Yeah. And when you're buying a TV, that's one thing you should really consider where it's going.
Yeah.
And if you have the money to shell out for extra, if you want to boost the budget on your TV, go OLED.
OLED with the HDR.
That's if you like LG, there's a TV for you.
TVs, man.
TVs. Man. I'm addicted. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's like movies are such a big deal now. Like at home, like everybody wants to watch a good movie at home. I hate going to the theater these days.
Yeah, I went to go see the Magnificent Seven.
How was that?
I liked it.
Did you?
And I've seen every single remake of the original. This movie did a really. I think I liked it. This movie it was a good, I guess, homage to the original.
Okay. Now it is more based on Seven Samurai, right? Like, is that what it was?
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I thought the actors were really. I thought everyone was really solid in it. Didn't have to give everyone a best. I like. I hope I don't butcher his name. Byung Hung Lee.
Oh yeah, the Korean guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Storm Shadow.
Yeah, Storm Shadow. Yeah, he was great in it, and I was because he's actually the reason why I wanted to see this movie.
Yeah, he's kind of cool in everything he does.
He's amazing. I love all the everything.
Like you see him in Red 2.
Yeah.
Where he played like the bad guy in Red 2. Like he wasn't the bad guy, but he's the antagonist.
Yeah.
He was just fucking those guys up.
Yeah, and I saw G.I. Joe just for him, even though the movie was garbage. But or at least in my opinion anyway. Have you seen The Good, the Bad, the Weird?
No, you know what? Like that's one of those movies I keep going after. I think I've got it sitting here somewhere. I always forget to watch it. I heard it's phenomenal.
Do you have a Blu-ray player or?
No, I actually got rid of my Blu-ray player.
Okay, I was saying I have it on Blu-ray if you wanted
Yeah.
it, but if you have the DVD, yeah, you should definitely watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give that a go.
Okay, that's better than I like that better than Magnificent Seven because it's just, and that's a remake of obviously The Good, the Bad, the Ugly.
It's the same flavor. Like it's a spaghetti western
It's a spaghetti
retold,
western.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a wonton special.
Yeah, it's exactly it. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Like it's not a spaghetti western; it's a wonton western.
Yeah, and there's
it's not racist.
That's not racist. Yeah, by the way. And
stop being so sensitive.
Yeah,
Jesus,
can you turn the volume down? And but yeah, it's that movie's entertaining. That's one of the most entertaining movies I've seen, like westerns I've ever seen, and I love westerns.
You know, like along the same vein, I don't know if it was exactly the same thing, but I saw that Bunraku. It's like a play.
Yeah,
yeah. It's that the kid from friggin' what's it called?
Black Hawk Down.
Yeah, what's the Josh something?
Yeah, Josh Hartnett.
Josh Hartnett. Yeah, the Hartnett kid.
Isn't that the one that has all those like really like
elaborate sets and they're all playing like samurai?
Yeah, and their colors everywhere. Those
it feels very Batman Forever.
I wanted to see that. How was that?
Pretty good, man. It's definitely weird. Like it's got a lot going on, and it's more of a spectacle than a great movie.
Yeah,
that's a cool story and whatnot, but I mean at the same time, like it's a spectacle. So I felt like that's what it was.
Was it more of an art house movie or?
No, I would say it's more of man, you know, maybe like it's very Baz Luhrmann in the sense that everything is the sets are really set up to look a certain way. Mm-hmm. Like nothing is placed in a place where it wasn't meant to be or moves in a way that it wasn't meant to move.
Yeah, because
it all kind of relates to the way this guy's trying to tell a story.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Yeah, but very cool looking
so it
movie.
supports the narrative.
It really does. Yeah, okay. Absolutely.
Yeah, there was one movie a very popular movie that I think is not even underrated, but I think a lot of people went into it with a different perspective. Was Drive.
Drive.
With Ryan Gosling?
Oh, no, Drive is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I know why I was thinking that Nicolas Cage. What was that? Drive Angry?
Drive Angry with Amber Heard?
Yeah, crazy friggin' Amber Heard.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's a whole... Let's leave that alone.
Yeah, exactly. And I thought of that more as an art house movie than actual, like...
Drive was pretty art house.
Yeah, and I didn't... The less it had of the insane moments, the better.
Yeah, because then it almost felt like there was a pressure. Like that movie is in a pressure cooker all the time.
Exactly.
Like you're really not exactly sure what's going to happen, but you know like bad shit is just going to happen.
Yeah.
It's very ominous the entire time.
The less you know, the better.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So it has that kind of that Hitchcock kind of vibe to it.
Yep, I can see that.
And that's then the more spaced out you had those major incidents, the better.
Yeah, and it does some things I really like in movies where there's no sound during violent moments. Like it makes you focus strictly on the violent moments.
Yeah.
Like the elevator head stomp.
Yeah.
And everything kind of gets quiet. You're like, oh, that's horrifying.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's worse than I expected it to be. And I've seen movies that do rougher things than that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And because you don't expect that level of violence.
No.
And bloodshed in those quiet moments.
Oh yeah.
And that's why because some of my friends who have seen it, they say, oh yeah, I saw that.
Shut that guy up. You keep going though, man.
I don't see
somebody's annoying us.
Oh yeah, no worries. And because some people were like, okay, that movie. Oh yeah, Drive. Oh yeah, I saw that. Mm-hmm. And that's not the reaction I want from them. I'm like,
yeah, that's a bad reaction.
I'm like, did you see the movie I saw?
Yeah.
I'm like, we should be talking about this movie.
Yes.
And like maybe that's just me like loving the movie. Maybe
no, I don't think so. I feel that way about a lot of movies as well. Like there are a lot of movies I want people to love them as much as I do, and they just don't. I'm like I don't understand what you're not seeing.
Yeah.
Like I'm like that with Conan the Barbarian, Schwarzenegger. Like the first one, I watched that. I'm like, what are you not seeing? Like, are you only seeing like the weird accent? You're only hearing him fall down into the Atlantean cave and giggling, and I guess you're laughing at his accent.
Yeah.
Like that's all you're hearing. Mm-hmm. It's like no, just watch it like you'd watch Gladiator. Because really, it's in the same line.
Yeah, and you want to see where all that Gladiator stuff came from? All the beautiful stuff that you saw in Gladiator? Mm-hmm. You want to know where they got that from?
Yeah.
That's from Conan.
That movie, it like restarted Sword and Sandals. And I think it might be the most underrated Sword and Sandals movie.
Oh, by far.
Like you can put that on the same top 5 list as Ben-Hur and Gladiator. It's right in the middle.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would say so.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I don't think that's a weird thing too because even though it doesn't need it, it would be nice for that movie to get more of a
the recognition,
more recognition than it gets. I'm sure it gets a lot. But,
I mean, the bikers loved it.
Oh yeah,
like in the '80s. I think that's during the special features. Arnold's talking about it. He's like, we showed up and it was like full of bikers the opening night. At first, he's like, I don't know how this is gonna go. And he almost had his like Bruce Lee moment, like when Big Boss came out and then Dragon, they'll carry him out. He's like, it felt like that because you walk out and it's like they loved it. They all loved it. And either we made a great biker movie or we made a really good movie, and these guys are moved by it. But shit, man, it's a solid, underrated movie.
I think so too. And
Destroyer sucked, but like this is, I mean, for what it was, they were trying to Disney up the atmosphere of that movie. But man, like Barbarian is solid.
Yeah, I think we touched upon this the last time we talked. Is that
Grace Jones is there because she's weird.
She's weird, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's oh yeah, I'm just having flashbacks now. She's weird.
But
I remember when she died in View to a Kill.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
she's odd, man. Like she even dies weird.
I know.
What was it? Boomerang? When she's on the chariot? when she's the model on the chariot and she's like fucking coked out of her mind. Oh shit, they're all guys, right? Like she's whipping guys in the back, all dragging her down the street.
Yeah, was she the one? Who was she? Who was she dating back in the 80s?
In the 80s?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I can't remember, man.
Grace Jones.
That's one of those things that hasn't stuck in my head. I'm sure everybody.
Yeah.
All at once.
I think a couple of guys tagged her.
Oh yeah, I'm positive. Just for the fact that it's Grace Jones. I mean, you walked out of there alive. Because Grace Jones is the alpha in that relationship.
Oh, hands down.
Yeah. You date Grace Jones. It's not like she's the man in that relationship, but she is the alpha dog in that couple.
Yeah.
You are.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
She's fucking you with your dick.
Oh yeah, because I remember when in View to a Kill when Roger Moore invites her into bed.
Yeah.
And she flips, and then she goes on top and pins him down. I'm like,
James Bond is the girl.
Oh my god, he sat there. And I know for a fact. I think in his head he's probably like, this wasn't in the script.
No, that was unscripted. It's wild, man. I mean, that's like one of the things that we're seeing more now, as we are seeing like more. I mean, I guess not now, but in the currently in movies, we're seeing it again.
Yeah,
like great minority characters that are also powerful and not just there for the joke factor. Like no more just like chuckles. Yeah. Like I mean, even comics, man. Like Greg Rucka, Wonder Woman's gay now.
Yeah.
So you're seeing like diverse gay characters in comics. You're seeing diverse minority characters in comics.
Yeah, it's true.
I think Ava DuVernay, she was just talking about that. She directed Selma.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
She's doing 13th. How she doesn't want to see that term anymore either. Diverse. Like she wants inclusion.
It's
not about being a diverse cast. It's about being an inclusive cast. Everybody kind of gets their moment, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's man, it's way too late for that. Like we should be.
Yeah, man, we should be there by now.
We should have been there by now. Like
it shouldn't be weird to bring that up. Like, are we including everybody? It's like that. No, it should just be one of those things that happens.
Yeah, is there enough Chinese people in this Chinese bioepic?
Yeah, I mean, that's like we were talking about the other day. The Bruce Lee movie, the new one. Yeah, like you had Dragon that had a Chinese character played by a Chinese character in a major Hollywood motion picture. Yeah, and he's the center point of the movie. And the side characters were a white woman and a black man. Yeah. And now you've got the new Bruce Lee movie in 2016 where the main character is a white guy. Yeah. It's going to be told through his eyes. And it's not even like an accurate movie. It feels very like disingenuous for both of them. I don't know.
Yeah, because, okay, what did you think of that trailer?
I think it wasn't any Bruce Lee ever. I'm a Bruce Lee nerd. Like comic book level Bruce Lee nerd. Yeah. So I watched that. I'm like, I don't think either of those characters are well represented. Wong Jack-man, not well represented, and Bruce Lee, not well represented. Yeah, they make them both like caricatures in two very different ways.
That's the exact term. Because when I was watching that trailer, because I didn't know what to expect, I thought it was a fan made one or something, and I watched that and I said, the aura, the mystery, the magic behind, and just the intelligence and the sophistication of Bruce Lee is not there. No, I'm just seeing a Street Fighter.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm seeing Ryu in better clothing.
Really good point. Yeah. Maybe they're trying to make it to where they're showing, like it is called Birth of the Dragon. So it's in the early days of the school. So possibly we're going to see him grow as a character and from being a character. But I mean, you have to remember, he was already a well-established actor and martial artist. So seeing him at this point in his life and he's still just like the... what was the weird kind of when he loses his mind in Dragon? Not loses his mind, but he gets really mad at Linda. Oh, yeah. How he's just like Charlie Chan washing dishes. Like we're seeing that version. Like somebody thinks that's what he was like at that time.
When he was unhinged, and then he hit the wall, and he's like doing that little.
Yeah, they think I'm just like Chinaman can. Yeah, like he's not the caricature. He never was it. He was a pretty intelligent guy throughout. Yeah, and to see him being represented like that is really odd.
Yeah, I think my hope is that movie is going style over substance.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't think at any point. Now again, like we don't know. We weren't there. Yeah. Everything that we've gotten has always been secondhand and always sensationalized from one side to the other. But like when he comes into that fight, how he jumps from like a 3rd story staircase down, like I don't think that's accurate. Like, I don't think anybody would do that. Like, why
Not
risk a
even now.
rolled ankle? Yeah,
Yeah.
even now. Like, I'm not going to, just sound like a parkour maniac. I'm not going to do this and risk a rolled ankle before American Ninja Warrior.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm going to take care of my shit because I got to go get in a fight with a guy who has been talking shit about me in my camp.
Yeah.
You know, so that's really weird. Like, the way they're both represented is very strange.
I don't know. Yeah. When does that due out? Do you know?
I think it's the end of next month or end of this year.
Really? Is it on
Yeah,
VOD
it's
or,
really
is it,
soon.
or is it in theaters?
I think it's going to be theaters.
That's a
I think it's
theatrical
a
release?
theater release. Yeah, it might be. I'm
Really?
not 100% sure. I would assume so, yeah.
Oh, no, I don't know, but I was amazed because I was like, whose theatrical releases are for, like, movies that have stars in them?
Yeah, they have, like, big names in them.
Yeah.
And there's really no big names in the Western world in this movie at all. Like, all these guys are kind of Eastern stars.
Yeah.
But there are no, like, huge names as far as, like, the West goes.
Well, I guess we'll see because that will be, like, as Bruce Lee fans, I'm going to go see it, obviously.
Yeah.
But I'll watch it in whatever way it's displayed. But, like, I think, I had no idea that it was going to be a theatrical release.
I'm not, like, excited to go to the theater to see it, though.
Me neither.
Like, there are very few movies that I really care to see in a theater anyway.
There are certain movies that I think a lot of people have this debate of, like, you know what, is it better to have it at home or see it in theaters?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think the popular opinion is that, well, we talked about this. The main movie-going audience, they're idiots. They don't know anything about movies.
No, not at all.
Yeah, they go there to, like, you know, clap and, like, you know,
Have their popcorn. Chuckle at stupid shit.
Yeah, laugh at dumb jokes, and
Yeah.
hopefully the good guys win.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there's certain movies that you have to see in theater.
Oh, no, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, so like that's. I think I think most people are like that. They're
Yeah.
like, you know what? There's certain movies you want to go see. Like movie fans, for example, will, like, you know what? Either you go there to support your favorite, like, actors.
Yes.
Like, I'll always go see a Ridley Scott movie. No matter what.
No,
Yeah.
it's meant to be a big screen movie.
Exactly.
There are
yeah.
going to be
So-
sweeping shots that feel much better. Like the when Commodus comes back to Rome,
Yeah.
the Gladiator.
Yeah.
Like, that looks so great on a big screen.
Oh yeah, you have to see that.
Yeah, you kind of
on the big
have
screen.
to see in a big
Yeah,
screen.
exactly. You want theater sound. You want
Yeah.
all that. You want the experience, or you want, like, you're taking someone out for whatever.
Yep.
So there's for me, that's what movies are for.
Mm-hmm.
Certain other movies,
Yeah.
like, I don't need to go see
The Help.
The Help
Yeah, in a big screen.
in a big screen, right? That's a movie I could sit there and.
I don't know why I went to The Help first, but I mean, in my head, that's a movie. It's a small movie.
Well,
I don't
yeah,
need
small
to see it on a
movie.
big
Even
screen.
like with romantic, even comedies or something like that.
Yeah.
I would just rather, like, see it at home,
Mm-hmm.
where I can laugh. I can laugh by myself and not be annoyed by people who are gonna laugh at the dumb parts and be annoyed by them.
It's like I told you about when me and Raju went to go see The Killing Joke. It seemed like there were more people in the theater.
I know that you two went.
Yeah.
But I didn't hear the review.
We got in on the Monday show.
Yeah.
Well, the movie itself was, I feel like it was junk. The
Yeah.
movie was just a waste of my time.
Roger said the same thing.
Yeah, it was. They fucked around. Like we talked about it here before.
Mm-hmm.
But they fucked around with a lot of the prequel stuff. Like they made a prequel for Batgirl to make her more relevant to the story because they want to make it a Batgirl story instead of a Batman story. Because really, the comic book is a Batman thing.
Yeah.
He assaults Batgirl to get to Batman and Gordon, give them that one bad day, break Batman, and create this Bat Joker, whatever the hell he's got in his mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like all these the nuances of the actual Killing Joke when they finally showed up, it was all wasted on the audience.
Yeah.
Like I talked to Dan about this when we did the actual review of it. There's a moment, there's a joke about the beam.
The
when
beam, the
walk
escape.
across the
Yeah.
beam light, yeah.
Mhm.
But nobody there got the joke. Like for them, they were just waiting to hear it so they could have their laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Like the crowd was waiting for the joke to end. So they go like ha 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 ha, get like big bellowing laughs. And you're like, the fuck are you people doing? Like I feel like the nuance of the joke was lost on him about he's walking across a fucking beam of light.
Yeah.
You know, he's gonna turn the flashlight up and the guy's gonna fall. It's like that joke was lost because nobody was waiting to hear the joke or understood the joke or even thought, did Alan Moore write this? Like, who wrote it? Like, they weren't thinking about that. They were just waiting to get their Joker laugh in at the end of the joke. That was the audience we were with. There were a bunch of posers and, like, faux nerds. Like, it was awful. I'm sure, like, 2/3 of the crowd was like that, and 1/3 was like us. We're just hardcore, long-term, grew up nerdy, and waiting to see this on screen and just be disappointed. But at the same time, there was, I'll say 2/3 were just poser nerds, man. It was a rough crowd.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, it was just, I didn't feel like we were having any, like there was nothing there to watch. I would have much rather watched it at home.
Yeah. You know what the weird thing is that Blu-ray sold tons.
It did pretty well,
It
huh?
did so well. Like that, I think there was a point in time where, like, just a little while ago, where that and Batman vs Superman were the two best-selling.
The new one, Batman vs Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
there's an old one.
yeah,
I
exactly.
don't think there was, yeah.
Yeah.
That threw me off.
Yeah. So yeah, I just think that I finally watched it.
The BVS there.
Well,
you didn't see it in theaters.
Batman vs Superman.
Yeah.
No, I watched it in theaters.
Oh, you did. Okay.
But then I bought the.
You finally watched Killing Joke, you mean?
Yeah, Killing Joke. Yeah, but I got Batman vs Superman, the extended edition.
Mm-hmm.
The 4K one.
Yeah.
And it's way better.
Yeah, I hear it rounds out the story quite a bit more.
Yeah.
I was in a weird place in that movie. I didn't hate it like I hated Man of Steel. I hated Man of Steel.
Mm-hmm.
And not for the reason that most people did. But we'll get to that later on. But I enjoyed all the Batman stuff. I thought all the Superman stuff was crap.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the Batman character development was really good. I didn't mind the Flash scene. Like, it was a little bit too much. Mm-hmm. But I didn't hate it. Like, I didn't hate a lot of the Batman stuff. I thought the Dark Side Parademons, the Big Omega, was awesome. Yep. All that stuff was really cool.
Yep.
It had a hard job. It had to build a world in one movie that Marvel did in like 7 movies. Mm-hmm. So it had a really hard job. And I thought they succeeded for the most part. The Superman stuff was just really flat. Like Man of Steel is super flat.
Yeah, I would say I liked Man of Steel. Mm-hmm. I just liked it because it was just I just like the epicness of it, I guess, for lack of a better term. And there were so many other ways that movie could have gone.
Yeah.
So for that, I applaud them for like I think Henry Cavill's a really good Superman. And but yeah, there's definitely I can see why some people that movie would turn a lot of people off.
Yeah.
But I think with Batman vs Superman is the same thing. I just think they have to start somewhere.
Yep.
And they have to take a leap.
Yeah, and like I mean, if we get anything close to a movie out of what we got out of that Justice League trailer, mm-hmm. we're in for a fun ride.
I think so.
That trailer was awesome. That trailer won me over 100%. Mm-hmm. For me, the Superman thing didn't really fit well because I thought it wasn't true to his character at all. Mm-hmm. And even Lois wasn't true to Lois' character. Like, she was just like, I don't need her to tell me that it's a dick measuring contest. Like, I don't need her to say shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't need her to walk down the side of a glacier that clearly none of the military can get across or have even looked for with their cool-ass equipment. And she just finds it because she can walk down the side of a glacier. Then she, like, survives, like, sub-zero temperatures outside the glacier. I don't need the Christian iconography rammed down my throat. I get that he's a failed Christ symbol trying to become, like, a real Christ symbol. I get all that stuff. Mm-hmm. Even, like, the Father, the Son, all that crap. I didn't need it.
Yeah.
There's a lot that the Zod, him killing Zod, happens in the comic books. People got to get off that as being like...
Yeah, a lot of people do.
They're like, oh, yeah, no, he killed. Superman doesn't kill him. No, he killed Zod in the comics. He killed Zod. He killed Ursa, or not Ursa, Non...
yeah.
And Feora in the comics. When they killed all the Kryptonians, mm-hmm. he puts them into the projector and fucking shreds them like paper. Mm-hmm. Like, he's killed them before, and he'll do it again.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that wasn't really out of character. Like, he just won't. It's a last action for him. It's a last choice that he's gonna make. Right? Is killing somebody.
Yeah.
But no, I just felt like a lot of stuff was dumb. Like, even like storytelling stuff when she runs. Like, we're reiterating a lot of stuff here.
We are. Yeah.
Obviously, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it.
No, fair enough.
But as far as Cavill goes, I thought he was good. I thought what's her name could have been a very good Lois. I think she was just poorly written.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think she was a victim of the script.
Of the script, exactly.
Yeah, because Amy Adams.
Amy Adams. Yeah.
She's a fantastic actress.
Yeah, she's good. Yeah. Like that Clint Eastwood baseball movie.
Yep.
It was really good. Like she's really good in a lot of stuff she does.
Yeah. And
the boxer.
Yeah, she was also in she's in that new movie Arrival.
Yeah, that's right.
I heard she's the best part of that movie. Like, she's outstanding in that movie.
have no problem with her as an actress. Yeah. I just didn't like her Lois Lane. But then again, like you said, she's a victim of a script.
Yeah, exactly.
She had a shitty script, and that failed her.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I think that's a problem with a lot of actors. Mm-hmm. They're just like, you know what, when do you say no?
Yeah. They're going to give you a truckload of money to do a fun movie. Mm-hmm. So, like, are you going to say no, I'm not going to do it? Yeah. That was my argument with Conan the Barbarian, the remake. Mm-hmm. It's like if somebody walked up to you and said, hey, do you want to play Conan the Barbarian? You're like, I'm all wrong for it, but I get to play Conan? Fuck yeah.
Absolutely.
It's like Momoa was the best part of that movie in a shitty Conan movie.
Yeah.
So of course he's going to do it, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I think my hope is that none of these DC actors, mm-hmm. they don't say yes to really bad movies.
To bad DC movies.
Or even just to bad movies.
In general.
Yeah, because I think the DC movies now is they have nowhere to go but up.
Yeah.
And so, like, they're
the new Microsoft.
They are the new Microsoft.
It's true, yeah. It's
pretty much, yeah. So I hope they stick to, like, you know what, guys, remember, this is what went wrong. Mm-hmm. So let's not make the same mistakes twice.
Yeah.
Get Zack Snyder off as much stuff as we can. Mm-hmm. Like, he shouldn't be the face of DC Universe.
No, I think Zack Snyder is done after this. I think he's going to do... I don't even think he's going to do like a Joss Whedon where he's like a guy who's going to stick around the behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. The one guy who kind of did that for a little bit was Happy there, Jon Favreau.
Jon Favreau
from Iron Man. He kind of stuck around. I think he's back to producing the next Infinity War movies. Like he's on, not as like a producer in name because he did some stuff in the past, and they're going to use some storyline stuff. He's actually on there as like a directional force in some sense. It's going to help them organize the storylines, right?
That's good, yeah.
Which is great because he was good. I mean, Iron Man 1 was really good. 2 was kind of weird.
Yeah.
But Favreau's good. All the movies he does is really... He does a really good job when he's in charge.
When he's in charge, yeah.
So I think we might... But I don't think we'll see that with Zack Snyder. I think he's actually taking a step back now.
I think he should.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really, really think that... I think people have gotten... Like, how many movies have we got out of him so far in DC? We got Man of Steel.
3? It will be 3, I think. Man
3.
of Steel, Batman vs. Superman, and Justice League.
That's enough.
Yeah, he's done his thing.
Yeah.
Let's see somebody else do what they got to do now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think there's like I don't mind his style, but he's polarized audiences, and Warner Brothers does not want to screw around again. So
no, they're freaked out.
Yeah,
because I mean, there was an article, I think in IO9 or Collider or something, that said hopefully the extended cut of Suicide Squad can fix, like more Joker can fix Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
I don't think there's really anything wrong with Suicide Squad.
See, that's okay. I've had this argument with some people, including my friend. We were talking about Suicide Squad, and the thing I liked about it, and I a lot of people will have a lot of hate for that movie. The thing I liked about that movie, above all else, and which is why it makes the movie for me, is because it was a dilapidated mess of a movie.
You liked the chaos.
I loved it.
Yeah,
I loved it. Some people, what people hated about that movie, I loved. Like they said, the movies are like. My friend is like, she goes, yeah, the movie's all over the place. It's so like randomly shot. And all that stuff. It's just a chaotic mess. And I'm like, if I had to describe the Suicide Squad, that's what they are.
They're a mess.
It's a mess.
Like everything they do is like just a mess.
Yeah.
I like things, and as much as I shouldn't like them, but I like things how Slipknot.
Yeah.
He shows up, he smokes a chick, he makes fun of her, and then his head blows up. Like, well, I thought he was going to be around a lot more than that. Nope, that's the kind of movie we're in.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the kind of show we're watching.
Yeah.
Weird shit's going to happen throughout.
Yeah, it's like, I like it. I associate it with, like, okay, watching Suicide Squad is like going out for a massive burger. You know it's unhealthy for you.
Yeah.
But like if you're gonna have a big huge burger,
it's junk food for your brain.
Exactly.
Yep. That's
exactly what I thought. That's exactly how I thought
yeah,
about it.
That's the phrase right there.
Yeah.
It's just junk food for your brain.
Yeah. You don't go to New York and you get like a huge sandwich on the sidewalk, or you go from a food truck.
Oh yeah.
That's what that movie was.
My gut's gonna be a mess. It's tasty. I'm gonna deal with it. Exactly. I'll deal with the repercussions later on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why. And I have no. And my opinion has not changed about that movie at all. And so that's like a good just screw around movie, just go there and I was completely entertained.
Do you think it was a deliberate mess, or do you think that was was there really that much studio interference from David Ayer, towards him? Because I remember I was reading from a couple guys who were he's doing an apology tour, but I couldn't find anything online where he was.
I heard about that too.
Yeah, and he seemed like everything I read after somebody mentioned that was that no, he was pretty cool with the way it turned out with Warner. Now that could be he's making sure he's got a job. He wants to make movies with Warner, so he's gonna keep his mouth shut.
That's probably true.
You think that's what it is?
I think so too. I could be wrong, but I think with because he's not there yet when it comes to having control.
Having control with his name?
Yeah, he's not like Tim Burton or James Cameron or Ridley Scott. He's not there yet.
Yeah, as great as his movies are,
he's fantastic.
Yeah, he just doesn't have the credibility yet as a director to be like, I'm David Ayer, I get what I want.
Yeah,
fucking deal with it.
Yeah, exactly. He does. Yeah, he doesn't have those.
Go watch Fury.
Yet. Go watch.
Yeah,
man. Honestly,
you want to see how good this guy is? Go watch Fury.
Oh yeah. Did you see it in theaters?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I thought it was great.
Was that not Star Wars?
That was exactly.
Yeah, it was the Battle of Hoth, but in the desert, in the jungles or the forests of World War II.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have to say this, that Shia LeBeouf guy, whatever his name is.
Yep.
I'll give him props. He was good in that movie.
I have never disliked that guy.
Yeah, I'll give him props.
He's been in shitty movies.
Yeah.
But I've never disliked him. He's never been the problem in a shitty movie for me. I've always thought he's the best part of a shitty movie. Transformers sucked, but that jerky, twitchy little motherfucker wins me over, man. And Fury, where he played the ultra religious, severely PTSD tank guy.
Yeah, he was screwed up in that movie.
He was messed up in that movie.
Yeah.
And he did a really good job.
I thought he did a really good job in that movie.
When you want to see, in my head, when I think of the ravages of war, what it would do to somebody who's had to take lives and do it almost remotely. He's not really doing it up close and personal.
But
he's got to justify what he's doing because he thinks he's on the right side. That's that guy.
Yeah,
he's messed in the head.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. He's as I know he has a new movie coming up where he's playing John McEnroe.
John McEnroe, yeah. Looks incredible. I'm really happy with this weird ass curly McEnroe hair.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't look a lot like McEnroe, but who cares, right?
Yeah, exactly. Who wants to look like McEnroe?
Yeah, I mean, he's a weird looking dude.
Yeah, because I like John McEnroe back then.
Yeah.
I hate him now.
It's Bjorn Borg, right?
Bjorn Borg, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing I don't like about John McEnroe now, we're going off topic, but I just think he's just he's annoying.
He is an annoying dude, though. He's
so
always
annoying.
kind of been that whiny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And every time I hear him criticize Roger Federer, I just want to go through the TV and just.
You're a big tennis guy,
yeah. Roger Federer, he's my favorite athlete.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I was an athlete, my hope is that I would be like Roger Federer.
You'd have that kind of
just calm, collected,
relaxed.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
Like not hate winning, not hate losing, just love winning.
Yeah.
And so
win your games, eat your lunch, go home. Yeah, that's the way it should be.
That's the way it should be. So,
yeah, man.
Yeah, I just think Shia LeBeouf. I'll give him props for that movie, hands down.
Yeah, no, he did a really good job. But I mean, that's to me that's when I heard David Ayer was doing the Suicide Squad there, the Suicide Squad. Yeah, I figured, well, we'll see something like that.
Yeah, so,
but the chaos wasn't really an issue for me at all. I did not hate the way it turned out. We don't know where it's gonna go. Like everybody got their hero moments.
Absolutely.
It's like a lot of movies don't give you that. I feel like Avengers kind of missed that a few times. Like you got really good moments from Thor, Hulk, and Cap. But I don't remember a great hero moment from Black Widow aside from the intro scene there.
Yeah.
She kind of makes fun of Loki a little bit and gets the information she wants.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but then you realize that he's really it's like the ultimate double cross, right? Like he's giving her info to get out of where he is because he knows it's gonna get it was that's why that movie's so intricate in a sense.
It is
the writing, like not the direction of the movie itself, but the direction on the page. Like how he's gonna get what he wants.
Yeah. And this is probably this is just me personally. I can't watch the Marvel movies anymore.
At all. You mean just the style?
Any of the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies.
Wow.
I can't watch them
because you got a bunch more coming.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't go back and rewatch them. I would never watch the Avengers, any of them.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen Age of Ultron.
Yeah, you're not missing much.
Yeah, and
it's inconsequential, and that's a real disappointment.
Yeah, I think those movies are I understand you have to set up for future movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I understand that. But I would never. I think the only one I would go back and watch is, and this is just me, but The Incredible Hulk with Edward Norton.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, I like that.
It's a fun movie.
Yeah, and other than that, I just can't. Civil War. I didn't really like.
Really?
I didn't really like it.
Well, you're in the minority, I think.
I'm totally in the minority.
Yeah, I think so.
Absolutely. Yeah, obviously, maybe I'm missing out on something.
Yeah.
But I'm steadfast in my opinion about it. I know what I don't like,
and that's what you don't like.
That's what I didn't like.
Was it too many characters? Was it too much of the superhero aspect?
I think I'll say this. Okay, what was good about that movie was that I thought they did a really good job balancing all the characters, and everyone got their screen time.
Yeah, they got their hero moments.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so everyone really they did a really good job with that. The juggling aspect of it was really good. So they kept all the balls in the air. It was a really well made movie. But the actual storyline, that's that for me it was just that's a book you read once and you're like, okay, I can say I read it.
I understand it now.
I understand it.
I'm walking away.
Yeah, and I walked away from it.
I'll say being a guy who's read the comics a lot, the Civil War especially was a huge.
I read every single Civil War one. And
the impact of the New Warriors, destroying that, their actions leading to Nitro destroying that school or that town, really.
Yeah.
There that impact in the comics was way more than we got from that explosion in the movie or Sokovia in general, or even what Crossbones does. I felt like there wasn't any real reason to be that upset. In the comics, you have to be upset. A bunch of kids die.
Yeah.
And this, they could have done that.
Yeah, I think that's what I forgot to mention too, is that I read every single issue of Civil War.
Yeah.
I read all the trade paper, all the collection with the omnibuses where they have the Fantastic Four, Civil War, Spider-Man, all of them.
They had really good tie-ins.
They were fantastic.
Most tie-ins blow, but Civil War did a great job.
Civil War was fantastic.
Yeah.
And Marvel hasn't done anything that good until Secret Wars, the new one.
The new Secret Wars, huh?
Yeah. And because the new Civil War 2 is garbage.
Yeah, I've heard it's delayed again.
It's
so many issues.
Yeah, there's so many bad things. Like, it's terrible.
Well, so many problems, not issues. Yeah, I mean, it's like a 6-issue
Yeah.
run, but like it's delayed for what, like 8 months, 9 months?
Yeah, I know. That's what I didn't like about this movie is that I guess we've been spoiled by the comic books,
Mm-hmm.
and like you're like, oh, imagine you look at Civil War when you're reading it, like, oh, imagine this on screen, and when
Yeah.
it comes, you're like, oh.
Let me tell you, I was really nervous when they said Spider-Man's going to be in it. I had a feeling they were going to turn him into Speedball, and he was going to be the catalyst of the event that turns into the explosion.
Oh, is that right?
They're going to vilify Spider-Man the way they vilified Speedball.
Oh.
I was like, oh my God, here we go. Mm-hmm. He's going to be the guy that pushes Nitro too far to blow up the school, and everybody's going to hate Spider-Man. Because like right now, in the new universe, we haven't really established him as a major character. He's still kind of like a guy with pajamas on. Mm-hmm. So I was a little bit concerned we're going to see that with him.
Oh yeah, I think that's one thing I thought they did a really good job with is the introduction of Spider-Man.
Oh, it's incredible.
They did a really good job with that.
I mean, it's not the house in Queens, so I was a little bit bummed out, but still, like they did a great job with Aunt May. Like they've made her more relevant now.
Yeah.
Instead of being like a damsel in distress or like almost on the verge of a heart attack every time you see her.
Yeah.
You know, and then Peter Parker was perfect.
Oh yeah.
He's like the best mix of what you want from like a young Tobey Maguire with like almost that nervous guy that Andrew Garfield gave you.
Yeah.
Like he was a good mix of those two, I thought.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think Tobey Maguire. I haven't seen the guy in a long time.
Yeah, what was the last one? Was it DiCaprio movie there? Gatsby? Yeah, he was the kid.
Yeah.
The number 2 guy in Gatsby.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Always driving around.
Yeah, I was reading this article like why Hollywood can't cast Tobey Maguire anymore.
Was it a BuzzFeed article? 'Cause I think I saw it too. It was like a 15-click BuzzFeed article.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
They click the slideshow and you're like, oh my god, okay, now it makes sense. This
makes a lot of sense.
This guy can't get work.
It's tough, man.
Yeah.
It's a shame, man, because there's a lot of really good stuff coming out, and he's not gonna be a part of it.
Did you happen to see and I don't want to sound like I'm copying anybody.
No,
but
did
you hear and if anyone who's listening to this, if you haven't seen it, go on YouTube and check it out. Bill Burr posted this one thing about ethnic diversity when he was doing his review of the Emmys.
Oh, really?
Did you see
it? No, but it was talking about the push for ethnic diversity and everything.
Okay, the way he said it, and I'll give you a brief explanation. And I totally I love Bill Burr.
Bill Burr is solid.
We've talked
about this before.
I think you've been listening to him as long as I have.
Yep.
And so what he was talking about is that if you look at the crowd, the first 3 rows, the first 3 front rows are all either
all
minorities.
Yeah, minority rich rows.
Exactly. And so, but if you look after the 3rd row up until like the last 100th row, for example, all white people.
It's all just white. It's just a sea of pale.
It's such an obvious attempt to
pander towards like a hashtag.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's painfully obvious, and it just I just thought when he pointed it out, I was like, wait a minute. So I was watching clips of the Emmys. It's totally true.
It's very true. Yeah. I mean, like it's almost kind of happening organically in some ways and disingenuously in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Like Black Panther organically fits in the Marvel universe.
Absolutely.
Ryan Coogler, great director.
Unbelievable.
Happens to be black. And he's going to make a great movie with like supporting lead majority black cast. That's going to be awesome because I mean like Black Panther was the best part of Civil War.
Oh, hands down he was.
And not just because he's black, because he's fucking Bruce Lee. Yeah. I mean, he's kicking the shit out of everybody in that movie.
Yeah, that chase scene when he's
I haven't seen a foot chase that great since 3:10 to Yuma. Like where it's like intense, like foot chase running down from all sorts of shit that's coming your way.
3:10 to Yuma. Yeah, I remember that scene.
Yeah, great chase scene.
Unbelievable. Actually, let me ask you this. You know how there's movies about certain cultures. Now there's or what happened to them.
Yeah.
Now, for example, like Schindler's List. Okay, written and directed by Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
Who's Jewish.
Yes. Very, very like in his wheelhouse. Jewish guy making a movie about Nazi Germany.
Okay.
Nazi guy saving Jewish guys.
Okay, now let's say and who directed 12 Years a Slave?
Oh man, that wasn't DuVernay, was it?
I'm not too sure. But was that person black?
I don't know. We should look that up.
Yeah. I'm not. I can't believe I don't know this. But I guess the point is.
Selma. That was Ava DuVernay.
Okay. Yeah. And Selma's a good one. Now, do you think that if you're going to make a movie that is about a certain culture,
yes, should it be led by that?
Does it add credence to it that it's directed by someone who's of that culture?
That's the right thing. That's the right answer. It adds credence to it, but I don't think it's somewhat like 100% necessary. I don't think it needs to be that way. Like, I mean, Mel Gibson with Apocalypto.
Yeah.
You know, it's primarily in South America.
Mm-hmm.
The only white guys are villains who show up at the very end. Well, not villains, but they cause the death of a species. No, not species, but like a race at the end of the movie. But I mean, it's directed and helmed by like, you know, maybe one of the most polarizing white guys in cinema, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess like I guess to specify it is that like.
But you mean more recent,
more historical,
more historical as like almost in that influences our current time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
yeah, and that's not to demean what happened in Apocalypto. But
yeah,
like, yeah.
No, I mean that's. Yeah, exactly. But then again, that's almost a fantasy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so far past what we're into now. It doesn't really affect us in the same way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like,
but no, I think it
in modern times.
I think it adds credence to it. It definitely adds like a punch, a gut punch.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, look at Nate Parker, right?
Yeah.
Nate Parker, The New Birth of a Nation.
Yeah.
It's like it's one of those weird things where like he's a black guy directing a very black movie that's very influential. I mean, it's gonna have a lot of influence, and it carries from the like it's got like a mood behind it, like almost a very angry vibe to it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it seems like they're not letting go of his rape charges from like 15 years ago that he was cleared of.
That's right.
Would that happen if Brad Pitt directed that movie and it came out that 15 years ago he was cleared of rape charges, or 20 years ago, whatever it was?
Yeah, that's
right. Would it happen? Mm-hmm. We don't know, right? I mean, but there is like almost a like let's look for a reason to hate him.
Yeah.
When it comes to like black directors or black creators.
Yeah.
Making black movies. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, if it comes out that Steven Spielberg was in a hit and run 25, 30 years ago that was covered up, but you know it was taken care of, and he wasn't criminally responsible. Mm-hmm. I mean, what's her name? Friggin' Jenner there. Caitlyn Jenner, like texted and smoked some broad and sent her into traffic, and that person died.
Yeah.
But everybody's riding her wagon, man. Everybody's on that Caitlyn Jenner bandwagon. Mm-hmm. And then people just look the other way, and she's cleared of it. But like, would she have been cleared if she, like, you know, we don't know. She was so like impactful at that one moment in time.
Yeah.
That would she have been cleared if she was just Bruce?
Yeah, exactly.
You know? We don't know, right?
We don't know. Yeah.
But no, I think that's a good point you made, though. Like, it does have more impact if a black guy makes a black movie.
Yeah, like
or when Ava DuVernay makes Selma.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's a big deal.
Yeah, like that would. Yeah, I think. Like, for example, another one is would a Spike Lee joint still be a Spike Lee joint if it was like the same material but it was directed by someone else?
Yeah, would it? Exactly.
Yeah,
that's a really good point. I don't know if it would. It's Spike Lee movies are a little bit different. That they are black and white movies.
Yeah, they're very personalized.
They're very personalized.
Yeah,
like they're a movie about anybody in that neighborhood.
Yeah,
like Danny Aiello could have directed that.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, and it would have been point. Yeah. And had it been the same movie, you'd have been like, Danny Aiello, he lived there. Mm-hmm. He knows what racial tension was like on that street at that time.
That's a very good point. I never thought about that. Yeah.
I mean, you never know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always wondering about stuff like that. Like we're like in the same idea of like fast tracking movies and whatnot. Like, are certain movies being pushed right now because they're being created by like minorities creating movies about minorities?
Yeah. From
their backgrounds.
Ooh,
like, are we gonna see it?
I think so.
Yeah. Is it gonna happen soon, or is it another thing is there pushback?
You know what the thing is? I think the movement's gonna be slow.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you an example. This is I think it's going to be slow, and I mean when I'm saying slow, I'm saying that the actual stories
mm-hmm.
and the movies will come out. Now, will they include like real like the right racial characters in them?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll give you an example. Like
characters and not caricatures.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So let's take Ghost in the Shell for example.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a traditional like loved Japanese movie. They throw the word animation out of there.
Yeah,
right?
let's just say characters, storyline. It's very Japanese. Yeah, it's not Japanese by design. It's from Japan.
It's from Japan. People in Japan love that movie. People like, if you do your research for that movie, it is a Japanese. It's a country. It's a Japan loves that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Now I understand that. I'm not sure who has the rights to it, who's making it, what studio. I'm not too sure, but. So the movie's coming out. That's one thing. So it's like, you know what? It made it. It broke through.
Yeah.
It's been on DVD forever here.
Yeah.
But finally, like, when is it going to get a theatrical release?
Yeah.
So, but that is a very complex, very difficult story to tell.
You mean the original animation?
The original
it's been on DVD for a long time.
Yeah. And the music,
mm-hmm.
The storyline, everything about it is so integral to the movie, to the storyline. Like all the songs that are in it, everything about it is steeped in Japanese culture.
Mm-hmm.
But to put Scarlett Johansson in
there,
like, okay, I understand that you can't find a Japanese actress who's popular enough.
You're not looking hard enough. You're
not looking hard enough.
Yeah, because I mean they're right there.
They're right there.
Yeah.
And so
got two of them in Wolverine. The Wolverine. Two of them that could have easily done it in the Wolverine.
Isn't one of them? Isn't she in that new King Kong movie?
I don't know.
I think she is.
Maybe. Yeah. That like, Skull Island or Monster Island, whatever it is.
Yeah. And so I'm like, put her in there.
Yeah.
You know, put her in the weight room and
pull a Wonder Woman.
Yeah, like
Gal Gadot there.
Exactly. Yeah. Just I would say just do that.
Yeah.
Take the risk.
You could easily do it. You could easily do it. The only reason you're not doing it is because you're being somewhat lazy.
Yeah, you are.
That's really all there is to it.
Yeah, and like, or if you're afraid to like pull the trigger and like just say, you know what, can we trust this with an Asian actress?
Well, I think that's why you didn't see Akira, the Akira remake or not remake. Well, I guess it would be live action remake with Garrett Hedlund.
Remake, yeah.
Like Garrett Hedlund and I don't know, Dane DeHaan. Was it Kristen Stewart?
She was going to be... Oh,
no, Dane DeHaan is in Chronicle, which is an Akira remake.
Yeah. I guess... what's her name? She's going to be... what's her name? The girl that Kaneda has a crush on.
Oh, yeah. Kay in the movie.
Yeah. And that's my favorite movie, and I couldn't remember her name.
Yeah, it's like... That's probably why I'm not seeing it, though. You can't do Akira in Neo, New York. You can't do Akira as an American story.
No,
that is clearly a Japanese story.
Yeah, then make it a different story. Just say, why don't you say based on the animated, based on, don't say direct adaptation or just don't call it Akira.
Based on Akira. Now you could put it based on the manga Akira by whatever, right? I mean, But at the same time, like you already did that with Chronicle, which was fucking great. Mm-hmm. Like Chronicle was the best Akira remake you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna screw it up if you remake it as an American story.
I know,
like in Los Angeles or wherever.
Yeah, exactly. I think Leonardo DiCaprio or Warner Bros. Got the rights to it.
I'm not really even sure how that works.
I don't know.
I'm not entirely sure. I think they have like the license to make it.
Yeah.
But I'm not entirely sure if they have like the rights, like how Japan still has Godzilla, whatever the studio Toho still has Godzilla, but there are like legendary in the U.S. makes their version of Godzilla.
Yeah, because I think Warner Brothers has the rights to it.
Yeah, so you can still make Shin Godzilla, which is coming out and looks incredible, and then you can still make your other Godzilla movies as well.
Yeah, I think and I think with Akira is that you don't need to remake it.
You really don't.
I know there's people like saying like, oh, we want an Akira movie. I'm like, no, you know what? Think about it. You don't.
You really don't, because that is, I mean, when you watch that again, it's almost like I saw it 3 times. So when it first came out as a kid, must have been like junior high, and I got the VHS and watched it, and it was weird. Like, it's so weird when you watch it back then. And I saw it again after high school, and I fell in love with it. And I saw it again as an adult, and I was like, fuck, there's more to love than you realize. Mm-hmm. You know, just how weird like all the characters are. Like they're not what you remember them as a little kid at all. So I enjoyed the hell out of that movie 3 different times.
Yeah, I think
you grow up like appreciating it more in every stage of your life.
You do, absolutely. Yeah, like now I'm more in love with it than I was a kid.
Yeah.
Not through like a deeper understanding of it. Mm-hmm. I just it's more of like I appreciate it more.
Yeah.
Because of like I've seen where movies have come, how far animation has come, and I'm like, you know what? Akira still holds up.
It really does.
It does.
You can't do what Disney does and like remake your live action movies with those characters.
No.
Like, I mean, they're doing it fairly well. Like, they're doing like fast track Mulan, maybe because that diversity push.
Yeah.
You know, fast tracking Mulan with live action, and now they're doing the Lion King.
Yeah.
But like when you look back and look at the Lion King, that was like 2 black actors in a movie set in Africa where Matthew Broderick is playing your main character.
Yeah.
Like, that's messed up, man. You're like a little McDonald's kid and Matthew Broderick playing like essentially little black kids.
Yeah.
That's weird. Like, I don't know how that works out.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you're totally right.
Yeah.
And that's another thing too. Like these movies that are a part of our childhood, or who are just loved by everybody. Lion King, Aladdin, Akira, Ghost in the Shell, like those movies, right? Like, you know what? If you're like, oh, I'd love to see a remake of that. Why do you need a remake? Why don't you just watch the original?
Watch the original. Like, you're only doing it because number one, Hollywood is out of ideas. Mm-hmm. They just are.
They are.
You know, I mean, the proof is in the pudding, man. Go watch any movie, and you're really just watching. Like, I mean, Lethal Weapon, the TV series.
Oh,
like you're running out of ideas.
I saw a commercial for it.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh God.
I've already talked about this. It's probably on the last episode. Did not hate it.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw it again. It's McGee. McGee is kind of like the guy behind it.
Is that like a directed Terminator Salvation?
Yes.
Okay.
Which, again, not a terrible movie.
I didn't
just a
mind
bad Terminator movie.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
I mean, that helicopter crash, fucking, that was great, man. Like a one-take helicopter
I didn't mind
crash.
it at all. Like,
I didn't hate that movie.
It's not T2, but like, you know.
What is?
What is?
You're not going to get T2 anymore. You can't remake Showdown Little Tokyo and hope for the gold that you got from Showdown Little Tokyo. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, Lethal Weapon, it's very different while still being very similar. They don't try to remake the magic of Lethal Weapon.
Oh, okay, that's good.
And that's where they succeed, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Damon Wayans does a really good job.
Yeah.
And the dude they got to play Riggs, he's a weirdo. Like he's not all there, but he's not all there differently. Like whereas you had Riggs was very together. He was essentially like a PTSD ninja. Mm-hmm. Whereas here you're just dealing with an alcoholic. Like you're dealing with a guy who he wants to die honorably. He doesn't want to die by putting a bullet in his head.
Okay, so
that's what he's looking for.
Okay, so they turned the volume down a little bit.
Yeah. So like when he's looking for his reasons to get into shitty situations, it's because he wants to die like a samurai, like with honor. He doesn't want to just be like, oh, I'm crazy, gun to the head, gone, boom. Like he's not that character.
Now, does he overdo it or like?
No, he's actually pretty subtle.
Oh, okay.
Like he's more of a drunk than he is like a ninja.
Oh, okay.
Like he's not that guy. He's not the guy that fought Joshua in the rain. He's more of like just he's just like an alcoholic who's really good at what he does. Mm-hmm. He does weird shit and you don't know why he's doing it. Then you realize afterwards, like, oh, I see why he's doing it. He's depressed. He's severely depressed and this is his outlet.
Oh, okay.
He gets to act out.
Yeah.
And they have a couple twists too that, like, you know, not to spoil the show, but like, why were they getting away with it in the movie? Like, why could they do all this shit? And the captain's like, "Here's your badges back. Go do what you're doing." Mm-hmm. And this one, you're like, well, how can he just like destroy a building? Like he just ran his car through a building. Like how is he okay with that?
Yeah, I think I just saw one scene where the sorry to interrupt, but
sorry.
The police chief has a sign with a number on it.
Yeah.
You know what this is?
Yeah. Do you see this? This is the damage. That's the ticker. Fucking keep it where it is. And then you realize why he's able to get away with it. There's an actual backstory to it.
Yeah.
And it's a good backstory. It's not sensational at all. It's not crazy like, you know, he's a robot. He's a RoboCop. It's not that at all. He's actually just got like an in. That's it.
Oh, okay.
That's all there is. He's just a dude, man. He's just a dude who doesn't want to put a gun to his own head. That's all.
Oh, okay.
And it looks very L.A. It feels like a movie that Bruckheimer would have made like in the 90s.
Really?
Yeah, it's got that look to it. It's got a very like saturated reds and blues and greens.
So does it have like a more of a dirty look to it?
Yeah, it's a gritty look to it. Like, do you remember when CSI Miami first came out? The first season had that like oversaturated look.
Yeah.
Tone that down a bit, and you got this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I was going to ask you, because I'm going to start tonight. But have you seen Luke Cage yet?
No, but I did start on Daredevil season 2. Finally.
Oh, you finally did?
Finally did. I got 3 episodes in now.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna
got that stairwell fight.
You're gonna, you're in for some nice viewing.
I'm looking forward to it, man. Because I've got 4 days off right now, so I'm really gonna just buckle down.
Yeah, me too.
I hate binge watching because I feel like an alcoholic when I binge watch.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I mean, I wake up in the morning like looking for it, and I'm like, oh, that's what drug addicts do, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah. See, if I binge watch, I'll get up the next morning. I'm like, you know what? I could have just like smoked some weed and just like done the exact same thing. I would have felt just as bad, but I would have enjoyed it more. Exactly.
I would have been more productive smoking weed for an hour than spending fucking 5 hours watching this.
Yeah.
But no, I think I kind of have to because we got to talk about it soon.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get through Daredevil and I'm just gonna jump right through Jessica Jones and Luke Cage next. Because I saw those clips from Iron Fist, the set photos. They look really good. Like he's doing the Iron Fist jump, and you're like, oh man, they're gonna stick to it.
Oh yeah,
they're gonna really stick to it. So.
Oh yeah, I think there's gonna be. I like what Marvel's doing with their TV shows. I think they're.
Well, you read comics.
I do.
Don't you feel like this is the Max universe? Like not the Max universe, it's the Max label.
Max
like
label.
Marvel Max is Netflix.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think with like I would love to do if they're going to see another like Netflix series for Marvel. I would like to see a Punisher.
Well, they've started filming.
They started filming?
Yeah, I believe either like they've started production or started filming. It's one or the other. Yeah, as of like yesterday or like a couple days ago.
It's if they go back to if they show like where they show him back in
the war or whatnot,
in Nam and stuff like that.
Well, he won't be Nam. He'll be Afghanistan.
Oh, Afghanistan. Yeah, sorry. So.
That's why I think it should have been Dolph. Dolph should just come back and play the Punisher like he did in Marvel Max. Yeah. Well, as like the character in Marvel Max. You know, he's in his 60s. He's seen Nam. He's messed up. He's clearly not all there. You know, I mean, he's living by himself, and the only women he can relate to are women as damaged as him.
Yeah.
You know, he's a very damaged, weirdo character.
Very damaged. Yeah. And I think, you'd be great if Dolph made a cameo.
Well, we were talking about that too. It wouldn't be great if he played the Russian.
The Russian, yeah.
Yeah, just put on that stripy shirt. Don't talk a whole lot. But he's already playing a Russian character in the new season of Arrow.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He's playing Red Star in the new season of Arrow.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are clamoring for Arrow to be canceled.
Yeah, that last season was really bad.
Yeah.
The last season was rough. But this, he's apparently going back to killing.
Oh.
He's got a team now. Mr. Terrific is in it now. So they might just be putting up the body count, making people happy again. Because last season was really hard to watch.
Yeah.
As a guy who likes that show, like the first season I thought was really good. Number 2 was quite good as well, all the Deathstroke stuff. But man, 3 and 4 were they were getting weirder and weirder.
Yeah.
And like progressively good stories, but just horrible execution. But now it seems like they have to keep up. Like Supergirl's been really good. Arrow or Flash is really good. Legends of Tomorrow was really fun. It's a great team show.
Yeah.
So Arrow being the flagship show has got to keep up. They got to step it up.
Yeah. Who's that one guy on Legends of Tomorrow? Is it Captain Cold?
Yeah, he was in it last year. Captain Cold and Heatwave.
Yeah, Captain Cold's he was that guy who was on Prison Break.
That's Schofield, yeah.
Yeah,
Prison Break.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that they want to get rid of that character too.
Yeah, he was a fan favorite.
Yeah,
like he was really well liked. Now they're actually filming the new Prison Break right now.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, so it's like a mini series. I think it's Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Netflix or Fox.
Yeah, there's I can't think of another show on Netflix that's another series I really have to get into.
That I would really go for.
Yeah.
Like shrink the catalog down, eh?
They really did. Yeah.
I mean, it's huge. It said like the U.S. catalog was over 11,000 titles, and now it's like 5,300. Yeah,
really?
It's like quite a bit because they're pushing more for their own content, and their own content has been so good.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like you see, like back in the day, if you were a little kid and you put in a VHS, you didn't know anything about it because we didn't, and like Canon or Carolco showed up.
Oh,
you're like, fuck, it's gonna be gold.
I know.
We know it's gonna be good. That's how I feel the Netflix logo.
Yep.
If it shows up, I know it's gonna be at least a high quality, high production show. So I'll probably enjoy it.
You know what you should do? I think I'm thinking about this. Once you get everyone's sizes, we should get T-shirts that say Carolco and
just get the shirts.
Canon.
That should be like our table's shirt.
Once we do we'll do an 80s review.
I'm cool with that, man.
I think we should. Yeah.
How about you? Anything else you wanted to hit today?
I'm trying.
You had mentioned that you were going to bring notes.
Oh yeah, I was going to. I just got
your hands were empty when you walked in the door.
I know. I just
It's all good, man. I go overboard anyway.
No, but that's good that you do that.
I actually wrote down that thing about cocaine. Because we're such cokeheads. I think with that, we're going to call it a night, buddy.
Let's call it.
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
At Backside Attack.
Yeah.
On Instagram.
Vic, always a pleasure, buddy.
No worries, man. That's been up and running. Your web identity is back.
Yeah, and I think I'm going to be doing. I'm actually made this decision that I'm going to film school part time.
All right, cool, man.
Yeah,
right on.
And so I can do non for profit.
That's awesome.
And so yeah, it'll just shoot some movies.
That's really cool.
And get onto YEG Films.
That's awesome.
So yeah, that's
we've got a lot of ghetto gear here. Not to interrupt you, but I mean, like we have all the gear that you have access to if you want it.
Oh, thanks, man.
I mean, all this is just GoPro shit because like I'm lazy.
No,
but like
that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, but I mean, I've got a case of actual legit gear we'll go through later on.
Yeah, because I know I have to pick up I know there's a 4K camera that I want to grab. So I'm probably gonna wait until next year.
Yeah.
But see if the prices come down on them. They're not that bad right now.
It has gotten remarkable for what a filmmaker can do in their home.
Yeah.
With the gear that you can get commercially.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, and with my new laptop, I want to make sure that I know how to like photo edit. Do it on the fly.
Yeah,
and
man.
Maybe
for sure.
I think it's a good path because I know you film.
Yeah.
And so I think it'd be a
good skill to have.
Good skill to have.
Yeah, it's a good. I mean, for the world we're in now, it's like they say, like you should learn how to code. But I mean, with web content, you should learn how to code. Everybody should know. Everybody should have an understanding of how to code. And you should have an understanding of how to make media, like visual media. Yeah. Because that's the world we're in now.
Yeah, exactly. And basically what we're doing here, which is awesome because and plus you sit here, you can, hopefully like someone listens to this and they're like, oh, I was entertained.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Microsoft instead of Apple.
Exactly.
You never know. Like
we're influential, baby.
I hope so.
Yeah.
There's at least. You know what?
At least our 290 followers on iTunes.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, try everything once.
try everything at least once.
Yeah, and
all
so, but yeah, that was always a pleasure.
Cool.
Buddy.
Awesome, man.
Yeah,
I've probably already faded out by now.